நான் ஒன்றும் நியூவாக ஒன்றும் சொல்கிறதுக்கு இல்லை. என்னோட கூடுதலாக எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ்ட் ஃபாதர்ஸ் கிராண்ட்ஃபாதர்ஸ் எல்லாம் இருக்காங்க. அப்புறம் ஆனால் எங்கள் ஏஜ்லேயும் கொஞ்சம் இருக்காங்க. ஸோ வீ கேன் ஷேர் சம் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸஸ். நான் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் பண்ணதும் நான் புரிஞ்சதும் மேபி சர்டன் திங்ஸ் அண்ட் சர்டன் திங்ஸ் தட் ஐ என்டெவர் அல்ல நான் ட்ரை பண்ணிகிட்டு இருக்க சில திங்ஸ் மேபி ஐ கேன் ஷேர். Billy Graham once said, "A good father is one who is most unsung, unpraised, and unnoticed, and yet one of the most valuable assets in our society." நம்ம எல்லாருக்கும் தெரியும் that fathers play a very important role and a very significant role. Many times it is unnoticed, many times it is unrecognized because it's not very well marketed like we see in the world. But fathers are very important in the journey of the life of our children. A couple of things that I think we need to know as parents and as especially fathers. Number one, we are important role models in the lives of our children. They look up to us, just like we heard from Christopher also. All our children, knowingly or unknowingly, they do look up to their fathers as role models, as heroes, as someone whom they can emulate or someone whom they really want to somehow duplicate in their lives. So as fathers, we have a responsibility towards our children. Certain of the responsibilities that I thought we can share with our children is, one is allowing them to experience the world that they are in. Many times, number one, as fathers, we become very protective of our children. We don't want to allow them to go out. We don't want to allow them to experience the many challenges that the world has to throw at them. We want to shield them. We want to protect them. That's not wrong. We want to keep our children safe, definitely. But we also need to allow our children to experience the world. And that's one of our very important responsibilities. If we do not allow them to experience the world, avangala safe ah vikkiradhoda nama maybe we are putting them in bigger dangers. They may not know the world when they have to go on their own. So that is something that we as fathers should definitely provide for our children. We should encourage. It's a moral responsibility as fathers that we have. நம்ம children க்கு encouragement கொடுத்துட்டு இருக்கணும். Our children may make mistakes. They may falter. They may fail. We can always correct them. We can always guide them in the right way. But to continuously encourage is very important. And encouragement in doing things that our children may not be fully confident about. That's very important because we surely have seen more of the world than the children have. And that is also one of our very important roles in the life of our children, that we encourage them to go and take risks, make different choices. Many times it's very easy to allow or ask our children to do what we did. Like I am doing something and then I ask my children also to follow the same because I understand it. May not be the best way. Children may be built for something else. They may like something else. And we as parents need to learn. Nama vandu irukra ipo in the current world that we live in has got very different challenges. I'm not saying more challenges, but they are different to what maybe I faced during my time. And நம்ம வந்து அந்த challenges படிச்சு அவங்களுக்கு என்ன needed, we need to allow them and encourage them to explore and take those challenges up. Above all, I think very important, one of the very important responsibilities would be to enable our children to trust our God, the God that we decided to follow. The world offers them many choices. We know that there are so many options. Many times நம்ம think பண்ணுறோம், and especially with young children. எனக்கு children இருக்கிற stage around 10, 12, 14 years எல்லாம் அந்த ஸ்டேஜில் we think that our children are following and they believe and they fully accept. நம்ம சொல்கிறதெல்லாம் அவங்க accept பண்ணுறாங்கன்ட்டு நம்ம imagine பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். But I'm sure when they go on their own in the world, they have their own choices. அவங்களுக்கு வந்து many options இருக்கும். அவங்க வந்து decisions எடுப்பாங்க. They will take decisions based on what their experiences have been. What we can do, நம்ம வந்து as fathers especially, is to encourage them to undergird their understanding with the word of God. அது இல்லாம when they go into the world, they will make a choice that we do not like, a choice that we do not want them to make. They may make that choice. We believe in our God that He will lead them in the right way. But as fathers, we have a definite responsibility because we see more of the outside world. We see more of the challenges of the world in real time, and we need to tell our children. Many times, we imagine that our children will learn automatically. Many times, we think the spiritual responsibilities, teaching the Bible, the Word of God is all the responsibility of the mother. Adillame, I think it definitely primarily lies with the father. They have to take lead in that. They have to be the leader in teaching the children the right way, making those choices. And they have to be taught to do it. We know it's not easy. There will be difficult reasons why they will not make that choice. Finally, one point I would like to quote a psychologist from Canada. His name is Jordan Peterson. He works with young men and young fathers, and he does a lot of psychological work. He says one very important, I think a very relevant statement. All the responsibilities we as fathers give up is taken up by something evil. நம்ம வந்து ஃபாதர்ஸாக இருக்க வேண்டிய ரெஸ்பான்சிபிலிட்டிஸை நம்ம எதெல்லாம் நம்ம செய்யாமல் இருக்கிறோமோ இஸ் ஆக்சுவலி டேக்கன் அப் பை சம்திங் ஈவில். For example, our children want to play with us, they want to spend time with us, they want us to teach something, and every time நம்ம அவங்களுக்கு டைம் கொடுக்காம இருக்கிறோம், every time we push them away, every time we tell them that I'm doing something more important than what they want us to do or what they expect out of us, we are giving them the choice to go and look at someone else in the world. They may be easily influenced by media. They are very easily influenced by devices. They are very easily influenced by friends. They are very easily influenced by everyone around in the world. So, Namma, as fathers, when we are not giving our children that platform, I think we expose them to far bigger challenges and bigger evils. As fathers, I am sure that we can keep this in mind and put that additional effort. It's not easy, but I'm sure that we can put that additional effort so that we give that platform to our children. I would like to end by a quote that Solomon says in Proverbs 13:24. The one who loves his children will always discipline him, but the other part is more interesting. The one who does not, he does not correct him, he does not teach him, he does not discipline him. I think we can keep this in mind and try to follow it. I'm sure that most of us know all of it. I just wanted to articulate it in certain points. I believe this will all be helpful. Thank you.